Sean, first and foremost, just get your thoughts on that game, that performance.
Very frustrated with the outcome because I thought we played well. I thought a lot of the things we're now looking for working with these players to bring to a performance were there. Especially first half, more so limited them to almost a no chance, or certainly I can't remember anything clear. Whilst creating, I don't know, I think we had 9 or 10 in the first half, and 5 of which are high quality. So the mix of the performance is right when that happens, but we've got to score a goal. We'll go on to the referee's decision in a minute, but second half, much so, we let a couple of easier chances get against us, but we're still looking on the front foot, still looking to score goals, you know. One of the highest chance counts I've had since I've been here, I think, and the high quality of chance, which has always been my thing. It's not about making loads of chances, it's the quality of chances. There was lots today.
I mean, in terms of converting those chances, are you confident that the answer to that lie within the squad as it is, or do you think?
I'm confident that we have to rely within the squad because this is what we are at the moment. If we can affect it, we will do. It's not easy, as I've said, but we are working with these players, roughly the same players. Or today, obviously, Youngie played. Arnie will get fitter and sharper. Dom will get fitter and sharper. He's at the end of his rehab now, amongst other players who are at the end of their sort of recovery periods. So, yeah, I mean, look, the idea is you get them out there to create a better version of chance and more of them, and we did that today. But you still got to take them.
I mean, you mentioned Dom there. Was there any thought with getting him on the bench today, or was the thought process behind not being in the match?
Because he's not at the end of his rehab. So once his rehab is finished, then we'll be clearing him.
And the referee's decision in the first half, obviously, Michael Keane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of VAR, always have been. I don't know, for me on this occasion, why. I get the idea they're kind of promoting the idea the referee's decision is first and then we're there to support it. But on today's one, that's where it should step in for me. You know, I've seen it on my gut feeling at the moment was that. You can normally tell because their bench didn't reference, didn't go mad. I think they thought, well, that's probably a goal. Look, I can't really work that out. I've seen it back. Taki does nothing really. Minimal contact of any kind other than the keeper catching it above him and landing on him. I don't know what he's meant to do. As a player, I have no clue what he's meant to do. So therefore, why he's given us a foul, I just don't know. The ref said he gave the decision. I just offered him a view that that's why VAR's there, in my opinion. That's where it should step in. And the minimum should be you go and look at the monitor. The minimum for me. But if you're sitting in a studio watching that, I'll be amazed. I'll ask to see what they said, but I'll be amazed if you're sitting there and you didn't think that was a fair challenge, because he doesn't do anything to put the keeper off other than almost think he's going to get hit actually and sort of cower away and sort of bend over as if here he comes sort of thing, and he drops it. So what do you do?
Hi Sean, have you spoken to Neil in the dressing room? What did you make of his performance today? He was in the right areas, but just couldn't put it in.
No, I want the strikes. I want all players to get in the right areas, and he did. So you've got to keep getting in the right areas to score goals. So yeah, that's what we want from the team, getting in the right areas. And eventually, if you create that many chances and you keep doing it relentlessly, you will score goals and you win games. That's what I've learned all my life about football. There's no two ways about it. But the key is you've got to keep doing it. So we certainly believe after that performance in the challenge is to keep that consistency of how we can affect games. But there was a lot of good things about that today.
Yusuf was here today. Do you think you can throw him in next Sunday?
No, he's a young player. He needs to get fit. He needs, as in properly fit, as in Premier League fit. No, he's a young player. He's a young talent, and we've got to develop him. And if he surprises us and he's ready straight away, then that's great. But he's here to come and learn his game or continue learning his game in the Premier League.
Sean, just going back to the disallowed goal, were you kind of explicitly told it was a foul, not a handball?
Yeah, they felt it was a foul. Yeah, so like I say, I don't know what a foul is if if you're not meaning to do anything and you're just almost getting out of the way. I don't know how that's a foul. Whereas we all know if you're deliberately backing in or whatever, then it's a foul. But I didn't see any of that. So, but look, it's done. So there's nothing I can do about it. It's just a very frustrating one. That's for sure.
And just on Arno Danjuma, obviously came on today. Is he kind of in terms of his own fitness? Do you feel he needs more before he's able to start?
He knows he needs more because he missed a lot of the pre-season. Then he got a niggly injury that cost him probably 7 days as well. So he knows that he needs more fitness and base fitness, if you like, to raise that fitness level. So yeah, he knows that.
Is the plan with Shamuti potentially, as you've done with some of the others, to play under 21s games?
We'll see. I mean, first of all, he's in here. We're only at the testing phase, see how his body is, see where his fitness level is. We'll find the mixture of games program, getting him involved, and see where he's at. But he's a young talent, and he's not an instant. Like I say, if he turns out to be instant, then fantastic, of course. I think we've got to remind ourselves, what as a future player, and the way the club's trying to grow and the way we're trying to adapt to it is, of course, you need experience. We know that in the Premier League, but also that next level of player that's beginning to come through and beginning to grow. And I think that's finding that balance is not easy, of course. And the deals have to work for the club. The deals have to work with the opposition or the opposite club. Sorry, it's not an easy situation.
Just to marry, Sean, is he still not fit or
no?
He's moved out
Yeah,
of the squad?
Still not fit.
Reports about Fulham in terms of fees, because it's not been in now.
Still not fit.